Jarvisbiker. September 3rd, 2020. 77 degrees at 7:38 p.m. So, where was I? Last video I was talking about people cutting in and taking away your visual of what's ahead of you, the immediate vicinity of your front wheel. So I had mentioned about the New Hampshire trip and guy cutting in front of me on the interstate just as I was prepping for a right ramp off of the interstate to another one, and the guy jumped in on me. Unbeknownst to me, everybody was maneuvering to straddle a small carcass, either a small baby deer or a dog, a large dog, or a coyote or something like that. And I only saw it for about half a second before I hit it, and I was like I said, I was scared that the front wheel was probably broken. So within 5 miles of that hit, I was at my destination and was able to wash the bike and inspect it and see what was going on. And I never found anything, and I've been rolling on that wheel ever since. So, but I know I cut that carcass in half when I hit it. It was so hard, it bottomed out hard. I thought for sure the seals would be blown. But the thing that I'm getting to is, as soon as that happened, I've got to program myself to, somebody does that to me again, I'm going right on their wheel mark instantly until I can back off enough that I've got a safe distance that I can see what's going on. And I think I've just got to practice and embed that into my brain, just like when I pull up to an intersection and I watch the front wheels of the vehicles. I'm looking for rotation. As soon as I see rotation, I'm on the binders. I know they're not waiting for me, or they're anxious, and they're needing to be watched very closely. You need to be armed and ready, fingers on the brake lever, foot on the brake pedal, foot on the shifter, hand on the clutch. You're ready to rock, to decelerate that bike as smoothly and quickly as you can. So that's just another thing that over the years I had never come across it before, but in the last few days it's kind of happened to me a few times, let's say 3 times, and it just brought it to my memory. And it wasn't that it was anything like that first one. It was like a little pothole or a really rough patch of pavement, or some gravel, like they'd cut a swath across the road and put it back in with gravel and hadn't paved it yet. It was that kind of thing, but it was like, oh gee, you know, it was that little bit of surprise, losing control or dumping the bike. And oh, easy buddy, you're not gonna keep up to me, so just relax. Gee, big surprise, eh? Big drive into Port Dover. I gotta get fuel. I'm right out on the little gas pump is glowing brightly. So we'll get some gas and we'll go tool around out by the lake. Have some fun. Wait till dark, come home. Princess is working. Again. So here's another reason I want the border to open. The reason is I want to get the cycle gear because I want to suit her up in a heated suit to fit her. And the brands I want, they don't sell up here. And there's one right across the border in Buffalo, New York. And yeah, I can be over there in an hour and a half, and that's the first place we're going. The second that border opens up, I'm throwing her on this bike, and we're going to cycle gear, and I'm gonna go fit her up, get her what she needs, order it special if you have to, I don't care. Just get her suited up with a heated suit so that because of her job now, she's in the open air all the time, and her job is full-time right now until the golf course closes. And it's not gonna be any big trip or going away until that's over with. There's gonna be no weekend run to here or there, so it's gonna be in the cool weather when the leaves start falling, and we should be able to make that run to New Hampshire even in the cold. And all my big projects will be over by the end of October, so I should be in good shape by the time, if the 21st, I'll know whether, you know, we've made our deadline, which I believe we're gonna easily. So I'm gonna see if hopefully if everything opens up, that I can get her to her friends at least once. So we'll see. I'll be back in a minute. We are back. Getting hot out. It's hot. Why is it so damn hot? 77 degrees still. If it wasn't as cloudy, the sun would be shining a little brighter, we'd be able to stay out a little longer. But 8 o'clock, she's damn near sundown. We'll keep going. Like to get a video in every once in a while, keep everybody on top of what's going on. So like I said, we have a big project at work that we're working on, and it's taking up a lot of my brain time and a lot of time I get home, and I've got video in the can that I could work with, and I just don't even want to look at a computer. I've been on it so much at work that I just want to be away from a computer. I'll sit in a nice cold glass of water and sit and watch a little TV and take the princess out for dinner and when I can, and don't really want to concentrate too much at sometimes. You just want to be able to purge it all, and the best way to do that is to go for a ride. So we have been riding, I have especially, and the Boys and Their Toys rides, I don't publish too many of them, or I kind of leave those, most of them, as private videos. Not that they're not willing to allow them out, it's just I think they're it's a special group, and it's not something that I'm using for publicity. I mean, there's some pretty nice bikes in that group, and you know, I could highlight that and promote that on my channel, but it's not, it's the best way to put it is the friendships that I've found with the people in this group, and I've known one of them for many, many years, but he has collected a very sincere and friendly group of very high integrity people, I guess would be the best way to put it. Very calm, very cool, collected individuals. All good jobs, rock solid in the community, and just people that you want to hang out with, and they're fun, they're funny, and we clicked right away. And I don't know where I'm going here, just so you know. We'll go this way and see what's down here. Probably turns into gravel or something. But anyway, we clicked pretty well. The whole group clicked. They've been riding together, all of them, on and off for, you know, 15 years, I think they told me, some of them. So, you know, they're quite established. My friend that's in the group, we were pretty tight back in the day and worked together, and he got an opportunity for a better place and spoke to me about it, and I was like, I grabbed his lunch pail and handed it to him and said, go. And you know, it's been a good thing for him. So he's done well for himself, and it's been, you know, a long time since we really hung out together, and it just like old times. He didn't know that I had gotten a bike again, and otherwise he'd have hooked it up earlier. But I saw some of his stuff on Facebook from the rides, and I said, hey, like, hook me up, you know, I'd really like to get in on that. Now I've been back riding for quite a few years now, and you know, we got the Goldwing, we like the long trips, so set me up. So we did. The original first trip was supposed to be to the Ozarks, but then COVID came along and it took over everything, and so then we went on the Northern Ontario trip, which turned out to be it was a blast and extremely enjoyable for me. I was like a little kid on it. I was so happy to be on it. So and then the plan was that in August we were going to go to the Ozark trip, because we figured by then, you know, they kept telling us that the shutdown's 2 weeks, and then they said 2 more, and then, you know, then they said a month, and then, you know, now it's like back to the 21st of October, the date that they've set. So, okay, fine. Let's maybe get her opened up this time. Quit backing her up, because, you know, people got stuff to do, and people can look after themselves. That's the first thing is for these later in the year trips would be that she's got to have the heated suit. Right now she steals mine. We roll up the pant legs, and you know, the first time she wore it, then she was like, oh, can we use that tomorrow night? I was like, yeah, okay. But so then I got to suit up in all the heavy stuff with the long johns and everything and do it that way. But when it gets to the real cold, then I can't go because I don't have my heated suit. So then it's, you know, I gotta go. I'm the guy on the bike. So that when that time of year comes, she pretty much passes on it anyway because she thinks it's too cold. But if she was suited up properly with everything, I mean, we could keep both of us warm with the suits and really enjoy the bike long into the fall. Like even you know, short trips around in early November we could do. I was in Memphis in October 21st and came back on the 23rd. I mean, and it was cold. And that's why I did buy the suit when I was there. Memphis Mike sent me over to Cycle Gear. He said, you want to go here? And while he was at work, I went and tooled around all his lunch restaurant establishment and went to Cycle Gear and got everything ready to suit up to go home. And then that night visited with him on his way home. What a gentleman. Absolute pleasure meeting that guy. He knew me from nothing, and I texted him on my way through the outskirts of Memphis. First thing I got was a text with the address of 2 motels. Take your pick, either one of these are good. This one's near my place. So I didn't even have to stop the bike. I pushed the link in the text, and it brought up the map, and it took me right to the front door of the hotel. I didn't know where I was gonna stay. I was just winging it, right? And so first thing was, go here. Okay. So I got there, and then okay. So I went out and found a restaurant to get some food that night. There was a couple right close by. I didn't even have to take the bike. But then during the day, he said, what are you going to do? And I said, oh, I'm going to just ride around. After I had gone to Denny's for breakfast, you know, he said, oh, okay, you want to go to Cycle Gear? So then he sent me the address link for that. And I went over there. First I went and washed the bike though, because it was filthy from the ride down. And so then I went to Cycle Gear and I got what I wanted. Got the new heated suit and another pair of insulated gloves that I've kind of delegated over to the Princess. They're a little bit tight on me, and they're nice insulated gloves, so they'll keep her mitts warm on the back when she's back there. I don't think she'll ever really need heated gloves because she can put her hands down on the pant legs and get the heat from the pant legs. So yeah, so then Mike sent me over to his favorite Irish pub. He said, go here, they got the fastest internet around. That's where I do all my uploads. So find out all of Memphis Mike's secrets. So we did that, had lunch, had a burger, and left and rode around, waited, and once he was off work, he came over to the hotel, and we were out in the parking lot with the bikes and just visited, talked over, well, what about this and what about that and what do you do for this, and you know, and discussed my channel and what I'm doing, and you know, he critiqued me on a few things, and he is right. He was absolutely correct on them. But I don't really take heed in it because the thing that he was critiquing was that the videos are too long and people lose interest. So you got to be like within the 4 or 5 minutes and be done with it. Get your topic and yak your face off for 5 minutes and then shut up. And just do multiples of that. So I agree, but that's not what I want to capture. I want to capture this. I want to capture these trees at 8:11 p.m. at night, and my headlights are lighting up these trees, and it's like the spookiest place you think you've ever been. And yet we come down this road probably 10 times a week over and out throughout the week. We're up and down here quite a bit. Sorry, I need a drink. Talking. So I do try to make them shorter but compact all of everything into it. But I do have subscribers that go, no man, just let the camera roll and just ride. Don't. But they're only few and far between. They're not that many. So I do try to take heed and keep the time down, but I still want to be 89 and a half and firing up my iPad in the old folks home and looking at YouTube and listening to what I'm saying right now. I want to be able to see where I've been and what I did and point, you know, show my hot little nurse looking after me. This is what I used to do. This is what I'm proud of. This is what embodies what I'm all about. This is my life. I like just this view in front of you right now. Right now, you look, this is it. What is it? There's a stop sign and then there's a curve and you can't see what's around it. This is Jarvisbiker's perfect world right here. This is it. Look at this road. No bugs. Well, not too many anyway. Running in 4th or 5th gear. Using the engine as a brake. No need to slow down too much. Perfect speed for a perfect corner. Roll on through. This is what I want to see when I'm 90 and can't get out of bed. I'll still be able to look at this and say, oh yeah, I did it. I did it. I did it right. This is what I want. And the princess this is what she likes to do too. She's adopted this hobby of ours, and she wants to see things. She's the same as I am. She wants that destination. Plus she wants to see things at that destination. And that's that's cool with me, because that gets me off the seat a little bit to go and do those things that I probably wouldn't do. My brain thinks I'm missing riding time when I get off the bike. These riding groups that they go out and they ride for 20 minutes and, you know, they gotta have a coffee or a break. I can't go with that group, because I gotta be rolling. I gotta be going and doing something. Riding for half a day and not getting anywhere, and, you know, ending up in a pub and then everybody going, okay, that's it, see you later, and you're on your own. That's not the way that I want to be. If I'm out on a ride, I want to go all day, and I want to go someplace, not just BS. And I want the people that are with me to be wanting the same thing. So I've found that in this group, and they all love to ride. They love their machines. It's very enjoyable, and the only bad thing is the COVID has hampered us from really getting out there and doing it. So, you know, once they figure out the vaccine, and, you know, next summer comes around, here we are waiting for next summer already, and this one's just done today. So it's gonna be fun next summer, once we have the vaccine and we're free to roam again. That we're gonna get out there and we're gonna go see things. And last time I come around here, my tire slid out. New tire, I forgot. Got whipping around the corner, all of a sudden, whoop, out she come a little bit. So, there, a little bit there too. Got a little skeech to her. I've fallen off before. I've been knocked off the road by a dog. I've been knocked off the road by a lady on a riding lawnmower. A couple of cars. So I know what the pavement feels like, and I still can't get enough of this motorcycling. So I could do it all day, every day. I could just, that's all I just want to ride and feel it and see it all around me. It's like a 3D movie going past your head. And we meet we meet a lot of people. We meet some crazy people. We meet some very lovely people, and it's all a document of the life that we're doing. So that's why we're out here. That's why we push the button and let the film roll. So this is a nice corner too. There's usually garbage on the road, stones and stuff from that driveway, so it kind of slows you down a bit. I need a Gatorade. That's right, they go brighter, not darker. This is a pain in the butt. They really got this road ripped up. They got two big excavators down there, big monsters. Holy man, they are big. Alright, we'll head her back to civilization. This biker needs a drink. Alright, so it's pretty much pitch black now. We can't see anything but the dash, so I'll wrap it up for tonight. I'll say this is Jarvisbiker. Thanks for coming on the ride. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I didn't talk your ear off too much. And I haven't been doing it very often, but tonight we're just gonna say hit that like and subscribe button, and keep coming along for the ride, because there's going to be more. Once COVID's over, it's going to get really good. So for tonight, it's Jarvisbiker saying good night. Stay safe, stay well. Good night. Good night.